Hey, how are you? I'm just making some sort of a net to scoop the algae out of the pond. How are you doing? Hot enough for you? I suppose unless you live in the North Pole. Blooming hot here. I'm not complaining. Not yet. That should do it. You know, the other day when I said I was going to oh, hang on, that swivels round. That's no good. I need to stick something in there. Yeah, you know, the other day when I said I was going to be doing some talking about what's in the news. Come on, Mia, come down here, love. She's got off her bed. Look at her, bless her. A lovely girl. Lovely old girl. Ah, not much shade, just a bit. Yeah, I was going to be talking about what's going on in the news, and then I realised I don't even watch the news. I don't read newspapers, except the only newspapers I read. Sorry, there's a train going by. The only newspapers I read are the ones that I get given by Jodie's mum has them and pass them to Jodie for fire lighting purposes. That's the only, and of course when you're lighting a fire and you've got a newspaper, you read it, don't you? Well, I do. It takes me hours to light the fire when I'm doing it with newspapers. Yeah, but so you see, I don't really get much news. I don't watch the television news. The only news I get now is on YouTube. I watch GB News a bit. But even, I mean, that's not what we expected it to be, is it? You know, they're still media, aren't they? Still spilling out their untruths. So I keep watching it. Sometimes it makes me laugh. But anyway, I was going to say, the only thing is, the only news apparently in the whole world is Philip Schofield bumming his runner. Philip Schofield is a television presenter who's apparently used to be very popular, and then suddenly it turned out he's having an affair with this young guy, which is fine, you know. I mean, that's up to him. I mean, you know, it's a young guy, and I think he's about 60, Philip Schofield, and the guy was 18. Well, that's, you know, a little bit odd. But, you know, it takes all sorts to make a world, doesn't it? Although, having said that, if it was an older bloke and a younger woman, people say, well, go for it, mate. Not an old bloke probably could. Yeah, so that's the only news in the whole world, is Philip Schofield's affair with his runner. Oh, and now his co-presenter, Holly Willoughby, has disowned him after pledging him undying devotion a couple of years ago when he came out as being gay. He got a bit of stick for that as well, but then, you know, he'd been married for about 30 years, had kids, and apparently his wife didn't know. I mean, that's a bit naughty, isn't it, really? Yeah, so that's what the news is. The whole world, I don't know what else is going on in the world, because all I watch is what's on YouTube, GB News. The main news is Philip Schofield having an affair with a younger bloke, and Holly Willoughby disowning him. Oh, and then a couple of weeks ago, Philip disowned his brother because his brother turned out to be a nonce, and his brother's now in the nick. What a fucking lot they are, aren't they? And that's your media for you. Can't believe a bloody word they say. I'm going to try and get something to put in there, stop it rattling about. It's a bit Heath Robinson, but I just stuck that bit of wood in there. Let's see if it works anyway, that's the main thing. Saw a rat swimming in here the other day. I'm sure it was a rat. George saw it the next day. Haven't seen it since, but apparently rats do like to swim in ponds. Not something you want to encourage. Can you see that? Oh, look at that. Oh, it's like blanket weed, really, I think it's called. There's a load of stuff in there. It really does need a good clean out. I think it's too late this year though, to be honest. What I'll do with this now is I'll leave it by the side of the pond, and any critters in there can just get back into the water. Lovely colour, isn't it, this algae, sometimes when it's fresh. Look at this. Anyway, I'll leave that for now. I just wanted to show you that, demonstrate that. Just one of the things I get up to around here. Right, Mia. Oh, I've got stung now. Look at this. This is a fish tank. Except I'm not using it. I'm going to use it as a fish tank. I'm going to use it as a garden. I'm going to fill it up with soil and plant stuff in it. It's about 4 foot by 6 foot. I got it from my neighbour. She used to have fish in it. But she got worried, so she changed over to a round tank. She got worried because it was bowing out. That's what those bits of plastic are. But I'm going to surround it by timber anyway, make it look a bit more gardeny. And yeah, so it's another free thing. Well, not exactly free. I've got to make her a bit of trestle for the front wall of her house. So I'm happy to do that. Big old trestle, 8 foot by 6 foot. And I'm getting into this gardening so much, I've just ordered a polytunnel, one of those cheap ones. They don't last long. Except that I've been watching YouTube videos about, oops, that bloody mole. I've gone down a molehill. That. Look. And then right down there. Oh, that all there. Yeah, there's been a mole in my potato plot as well. And pigeons eating my cabbages. Oh well, that's life. Right, see if I can avoid that. That was funny, wasn't it? It's a pity I didn't go arse over tip. You would have had a good laugh then, wouldn't you? I was watching, do you know Katie Hopkins? Controversial lady. I was watching her. She was talking about Philip Schofield and Holly and all that, and how about the insincerity of their apologies. I like Katie. A lot of people don't like her at all, and I think the reason they don't like her is because she's honest, outspoken. She wouldn't like me because she don't like short blokes or beards. She tells you all these things, but I still like her. If she met me, she probably wouldn't be able to resist me. Yeah, that's where I got the phrase when I was talking about Philip Schofield and his young man. That's where I heard the phrase bumming his runner. I mean, the runner is a young bloke who does all running around in the television studios. You probably know that. I hope you're drinking enough. I get fed up with water, so what I do is I take my apple and mango juice and I put a little bit in, and then I just fill it up with water. Not the right way to do it, but it's nice. Yeah, so that's it. I'm still working away. I haven't really worked out where to put this greenhouse polytunnel. It's going to be 4 meters long by 3 meters wide. Could go there, but I don't really want it to be too obvious when I'm looking down the paddock. So might go in where those brambles are over the back there. That's it. As I say, I can't really talk much. Oh, sorry. What are you looking over there for? Oh, you saw that rat, did you? Yeah, I can't say much about the news because, as I say, I don't really know what's going on in the world. There's been nothing on YouTube about the war in Ukraine. So I suppose that's is that still going on? Oh, that was horrible. There was an accident, wasn't there, in India? I didn't even want to watch it on the trains. God bless those people. You wouldn't wonder how an accident like that could happen in this day and age, but then I suppose, I mean, I've seen the trains over there, they're very overcrowded. They ride on the outside of them. I don't know if they were doing it on this occasion. A couple of fast trains coming either direction somehow collided with a goods train that was just stood still. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, I don't really want to talk about that, do we? Let's go and have a look, see how my garden's growing. That'll cheer us up again. I ridged up the potatoes today. Don't think the mole has been back. He might have been back over there. I actually filmed him on my camera. He was coming up just about there somewhere, or there, and I saw the ground bump, bump, bump. I was just standing here looking at the ground and bump, bump, bump. And yeah, I actually filmed it. He didn't come right through though. So I thought, well, there's no point showing you that, showing you something that didn't actually happen. And I could actually have killed him. If I had a spike, I could have gone bang right into the ground and killed him. But then I thought, I ain't gonna kill a mole. We've taken most of their bloody land around here as it is. Where are they gonna live? So that's controversial, isn't it? Eh? Oh, so yes, so everything's growing well. Look at my cabbages. And these are my carrots. I'm not going to thin them out anymore. I'm just going to let them grow. I can't wait to eat one, actually. Oh, and my peas have started showing through at last. And I believe, I'm not sure, but I think I can see some swede seedlings about to appear. And these are the cabbages I had to redo this morning because the pigeon had taken them. I presume it was a pigeon, but I've now put a piece of netting over it. It seems like I'm going to have to net everything I grow. Yeah, that's nature, isn't it? Look at this lovely soil here. This, believe it or not, has come from nettles. A pile of pile of old nettles that were put here a couple of years ago now. They're right next to the bonfire, that's why they're still there. Look, that's what it looks like. That was all nettles. They've broken down and they've left me with this nice soil. I suppose it's like a compost, but it's always all nettles. Anyway, I've got things to do now. I've always got plenty to do here. I hope my last video of me on my motorbike and sidecar didn't frighten you too much. The helicopter. See, I'm quite brave, but I wouldn't go up in one of those. Not if you paid me. I'm not really brave, am I? Bloody coward. No, it just doesn't make sense to go up in one of them. Just like it doesn't make sense to drive around with a motorbike with a bloody great sidecar on it that keeps throwing me off balance. Anyway, that's about it for now. I'll just thought I'd keep you updated. Here's me shed. I haven't done much more to it. Oh, I see that door there. Oh, sorry to turn you around so quick. See that door there, that glass greenhouse door. I'm going to put that on the front of it. That'll be nice and warm. Grow some tropical plants. No, I won't. Anyway, look, nice talking to you. Thanks for looking in. Don't forget, drink plenty of water. Wear a hat in this weather. I'll see you again soon. Bye.